All right, good afternoon, you guys. Hello, hello. Welcome back. If you tried to tune into this morning's video, we apologize. We are having a day full of technical glitches. So we're starting this video slightly late today as well. I think we've got all the errors smoothed out for now, but we'll see. So hopefully this video continues. We're so sorry about this morning's video. We'll get another morning mindfulness posted for you guys. So if you do still want to get that in today, you can tune in. As far as this class, this is our rehabilitative strengthening class. We are going to focus on endurance, a little bit of strength here. And so it's a little bit more of a lively class, more reps, maybe faster pace. We're going to have a little music going. Yeah, so like I said, thanks for hanging in there with us through this morning's glitches, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this afternoon will go a little smoother. So I'll go ahead and jump right into the quote today. It says, "Every day is another chance to get stronger, to eat better, to live healthier, and to be the best version of you." I'll read it again. Every day is another chance to get stronger, to eat better, to live healthier, and to be the best version of you. And I really like that, primarily for the last part, right? Being the best version of yourself, right? And every day we have another chance at that. Every day we can start over or try again, or either add something that needs to be added or take away something that needs to be taken away. Obviously gets a little harder as we get older. We're set in our habits. Humans are creatures of habit for sure. And so I think sometimes we think maybe we're stuck in this pattern or we're stuck in the way that we are. But there's always opportunity to try something new or work on improving yourself in one way or the other. And sometimes it means adding something, sometimes it means taking it away. So really focusing on the part that says the best version of you, right? Everyone is a little bit different. And what I do is not going to be maybe what you do, is not going to be what your neighbor does or your family member, right? So, really focusing on what's important in your life, what is going to best serve your better self, and focusing on that. And then also knowing that, if you have a tough day, or if you feel like maybe you stepped back one day, or you're just kind of running up against a wall and you're needing a little encouragement, give yourself that little bit of break, and then know that you have the next day, right? You have tomorrow to improve and to keep improving. So every morning when you wake up, you have that chance. And yeah, so we're going to keep trying to take those chances. And we're going to continue to encourage you to do the same. So, today was a little bit of a hodgepodge for us over here, a lot of technical issues, a lot of glitches in the system. And that's okay. We're going to learn from it. We're going to realize some of the changes we need to make, and then we're going to continue to improve, right? And we can always improve in different ways. So, for us right here in this moment, we are going to focus on our chair activities and our chair exercises and try to improve our strength and endurance from a physical standpoint. We've also always talked about how physical adds to mental, mental will equate to physical. So what we're doing for our body, we're doing for our mind, and hopefully doing for our soul as well. So let's keep working on it. I'm in the back room today. Obviously, I don't have a mask on. Still here at Easterseals, but we've got something else going on up in the front of the house, if you will. So I'm back here leading the stretches. Hopefully, you guys are tuning in out there. And yeah, let's get this going. We'll get this party started here, okay? All right, so wherever you're at, make sure you have enough water, right? You want to stay hydrated through this whole process. So I'll go ahead and do that right now. And then keep in mind that everything that we offer for you today, it's a suggestion, it's guidance, right? So if something doesn't feel right in your body, or if it doesn't feel good for you to do today, maybe skip it or modify it, right? It's really important to make sure that you're tuning into how your body feels, what's best for you, and making sure that you're keeping yourself safe, right? So Our three priorities are safety, stability, and then avoiding any injury or pain. So we'll keep those in mind as we go through these. Like I said, I'll continue to give you some suggestions and some guidance, but make sure you modify as necessary, and we'll get this going. So go ahead, come on to a nice starting position. Feet are flat, hips are heavy, down into the chair beneath you. Feel your spine get nice and long here, and we'll start all movement like we do with a couple of breaths here. Inhale through the nose, take a nice cleansing breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Good, deep breath in, cleansing inhale. Exhale, open mouth, let it go. Last one, big breath in and a big breath out. Nice job, you guys. All right, we are going to stick with a little bit of Prince here. I would have maybe changed it to Van Halen today in honor of Eddie Van Halen, but I've had enough technical issues, so we're sticking with the music that we've gone through all week, and I think Prince will do us justice. So let's go ahead, we'll get the music going here, and then we'll start to warm up the body. Feel your spine nice and long. We'll start with the neck here. Drop the chin down, and then lift it back up. Drop the chin down, and lift it back up. Good. Just starting to move in a way that feels best in your body. Starting to energize here. Get the blood flowing. Get the muscles pumping. And of course, as always, keep that breath moving. Nice job, you guys. Slow and steady here. Good. One more each direction. Look up, look down, and come on back to center. Ha. So good, you guys. All right, so now we're going to go side to side with the head here. So make sure the shoulders stay heavy, and you're just going to drop the ear to one side and then back to the other. Good. And then just keep alternating here. Again, feeling those muscles activate. Feeling the contractions within your tissues. Of course, continuing to move at a pace that feels best for you. And also tuning into your body, right? Maybe your heart rate's increasing. Maybe your temperature is rising a little bit. Just tune in. And if at any point you feel like you need to slow down or take a couple of breaths, by all means, please do so. And of course, as always, if at any point you wish to not do the exercises and you just want to dance a little bit, by all means, please do so. Nice job, you guys. One more each side. Go right, go left, and come on back to center. So good, you guys. All right, now we're going to get into some shoulder rolls here. So draw those up to the ears, activating your traps, and then pulling them back down. Let this be a nice active motion here, engaging all the muscles around the neck and the shoulders. Feeling your shoulder blades maybe squeeze together as you pull down. Good. Then make sure to reverse directions, going both forward as well as backward. Starting to feel the body warm up here. Good. Turning the energy up a little bit. Nice job, you guys. All right. Couple more just like that. Good. Come on back to that seated position. Take your spine long again. So good, you guys. We'll now go ahead and start to activate the front of our body here. So it's as if we were going to do a seated crunch, right? So a seated sit-up, pulling everything forward. Feel your abdomen contract. Feel the chest round forward and maybe even pull into itself. And then come on back up to seated. Good. So activating the front of the body, actively engaging here. If you wish, you can keep your hands down at your lap and continue to do the same thing. It's a motion here in the front of the body. Good. Now keep in mind, if your back body is stretching open, that's okay. As long as there's no pain, it's just going to be a reciprocal action. Good. Keep those muscles contracting. This is always fun to do right after lunch. Might you feel your stomach a little full here. That's okay. Just keep the breath moving. Let the muscles turn on here. Turn on and heat up. Good. Let's go ahead. Do one more. Pull all those muscles in and then come on back. Woo. Nice job, you guys. All right, now we're going to get into the back side of our body here. So, a couple options with the hands. You can keep them right on your lap if that feels comfortable. You can bring them underneath your chair, or if you've got armrests or want to grab the back of your chair, you can do that as well. So what we're going to do here is engage all the muscles in the back of our body. Feel the shoulder blades squeeze together. Feel the tailbone kind of curl up towards the head. And then relax. Good. Squeeze all those muscles. Activate your back extensors. And relax. Nice job, you guys. Continue moving the breath here. Smooth and steady. Good. You guys are doing awesome. Again, if you feel a stretch in the front of the body, that's okay. Just a reciprocal action here. What we're really focusing on is engaging the back of our body. Good. Maybe you feel the body warming up or the blood pumping a little bit more. Oh, that's okay. Just make sure you're not getting too dizzy or lightheaded. Nice job, you guys. Smooth and steady with the breath. Good. All right, last one. And come on back to that starting position. So good. Let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath to reset here. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome, you guys. All right, I'm going to take a sip of water. Want to make sure we stay hydrated. So for those of you at home, feel free to do the same. Okay. All right, so now we're going to get into our arms and our hands here. So activating everything in the upper extremities. We'll go shoulders, elbows, wrists, all the way down to our fingers, right? So go ahead, come on to that starting position again. Now through all of this, keep in mind you do have options with the hands here. So you can either bring your fingers in between one another, you can cup them over one another, you can utilize one hand to support the other, or you can do all of this with one hand. So wherever you're at, let it feel good in your body. Come to the starting position, bring your hands to the grip of your choice, and then start to inhale here and exhale as you lower. Good. Keep that breath moving. And just moving nice and slow in the shoulders here, right? So the point here is to activate the shoulders, flexing as you go forward and up, and then activating the extensors, kicking them on, going back and down. Good. So it's flexion is forward, extension is back and down. Nice job, you guys. And keep in mind that all of these motions, right, this whole range is considered flexion and extension. So anywhere within this range is good. Just make sure it doesn't hurt you at any point. So if you want to stay at shoulder height, or maybe you're just lifting up off the lap. Good. Keep that breath moving. A little roller coaster over here going on. Maybe the dance moves are turning on for you. Nice job, you guys. Good. Feel those muscles activating as you lift and as you lower. All right, one more here. Wherever you're at, lift those arms as high as they go. And then we're going to go side to side. So starting to activate the core here, getting a little motion in the shoulders and the shoulder blades. Good. Keep that breath flowing. Check in with your own body. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, take another inhale here. And exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly. Lower those arms down. Oh, nice job, you guys. Doing it so, so good. Make sure really when you bring those arms down too that you're slowly lowering the shoulders. You don't want any jerking or jarring in the joints as you drop them, okay? Okay, what is next? Now we're going to get into a bicep curl. So flexing here at the elbow and then extending as we straighten. So when you flex, you feel that bicep engage, and when you extend, your tricep turns on, okay? So again, same hand grip options, either fingers in between, cupped, using one hand to assist the other, or just doing it all with one arm. So I'm going to turn to the side so you guys at home can see what it looks like. Just keep your elbow and your shoulder down to the side, and we're starting to curl up here, right? Pulling those fists into the shoulders. Good. Keep that breath moving, smooth and steady. Nice work, you guys. Really feel that bicep engaging, and then feel the tricep turn up. Bicep as you flex, tricep as you straighten. Nice job. Keep that breath moving, smooth and steady here. Good. Clearly, I definitely don't have Bill with me today to keep me on track for counting. Not that it really ever works, but at least I know he's back there watching, counting. All right. I'm hearing his voice in the back of my head, so let's go ahead and do one more here. And then straighten those arms. Nice job, you guys. You're doing so good. I'm going to grab my notes here, and then I'll come a little closer. All right, so the next one that we're going to work on here is going to be pronation and supination of the forearm, right? So pronation is palm down, supination is palm up. Pronation is palm down, supination is palm up. Now, a couple options here, as always, right? If you're doing both hands, you can clasp your fingers over each other or take a cupped grip, and then just rotate your arms on top of one another. Good, and it's important here that you keep the shoulder and the elbow stable. We're just simply moving the forearm, right? Good, so I don't want any rotation in the upper arm bone. It's just here in the forearm. Good. Now, if you need, you can use your other hand here, right, to support that arm, kind of pushing and pulling it back. Good. If your hand's a little more tonic, if you have a little bit more tone here in the hand, right, you can also be trying to open it up from this side, right, using your other hand if it needs to open up the palm to then rotate. Good. Nice job, you guys. Wherever you're at, keep that breath moving. These might be little smaller motions, but all muscles require oxygen. So you got to keep that breath moving. Nice work. All right. When you're all done with that, feel free to shake out those arms. If you want, you can always give yourself a little bit of a massage here, right? Just getting into the muscles that you are working, applying maybe a little heat with the other hand. Just let it feel nice and good. All right, what is next? So next one we have is wrist flexion. Okay, so we're gonna flex, which is coming forward, and then extension, which is taking the wrist backward. So flexion forward, extension backwards. Good, and then just Keep moving back and forth. Again, several options here. If you want, you can take your hands kind of cupped over one another or fingers in between. Good. Maybe you're using one hand to assist the other, and you're just helping to push it and pull it back. Good. And same thing, if that full range isn't available in your hand, or there's a little bit more tightness throughout your palm, you can use the other hand to kind of open that up here, right? So try to focus a little bit more on the wrist, but your fingers might come along for the ride. Good. Nice job, you guys. Wherever you're at, keep that breath moving. Make sure to make the modifications that are best in your body and keep breathing. Good. Got the Pointer Sisters going. Fun fact, my parents used to have this record, and I'm pretty sure me, my sister, and maybe my brother were all pretending to be the Pointer Sisters. Be in a band. There's no big deal. We did concerts live in our house. He wasn't a sister, but he was a brother, and he was doing just fine. Nice job, you guys. All right, go ahead, shake it out. Relax those wrists. Good. Shake them out if you need. Nice. All right, what are we going on to next? So now we've got finger opposition. So this one's going to look a little bit different depending on how your hand presents. So I'll show you the first example, right? So option one, you can just taking this thumb and pushing it against the pad of each other finger and then opening up, right? So finger pad to finger pad and opening up. Good. There. So the goal behind this is to get each tip of the finger to the next, or to the thumb, excuse me. Good. Now again, a couple modifications. If that range isn't available in your hand, you can use one hand to assist and just pulling those fingers in towards one another. Right, so still allowing them to get that tactile sensation here. Good. Or if your hand is a little bit more, if there's a little bit more tone in your hand, you can also work at the base of your fingers here. So pulling the thumb into the pinky and then opening it up. Thumb into the ring finger and then opening up, right? And just working here at the base of each finger. Good. Nice job, you guys. Ooh, excuse me. Pointer Sisters gotta wake me up here, right? Good. Wherever you're at, continue doing just a couple more rounds here. Good. Last one here, wherever you're at. Really try to actively engage those muscles. All right, nice job, you guys. Shake those hands out. Give them a little massage if you need. Nice job. Okay, last one for arms and hands here. We are going to just do full-on flexion with the fingers and then extension. So flexion is pulling your hands into fists, nice and tight, squeeze, 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 and then extension, opening them all up here. Good. So again, a couple options. You can just do it with the one hand. You can do it with both hands like we just were. You can also use the other hand to assist. So maybe curling that all the way in and then trying to open it up. Or maybe you pull from the top like we were showing before. Good. One other option is if your hands are able to get over one another like this, right? So fingers in between, you can squeeze nice and tight and then try to open up both hands here. Letting the fingers really squeeze in and then expand. Good. Oh, excuse me. I think I need a morning cup of coffee, an afternoon cup of coffee. Clearly the morning cup didn't work well enough. Nice job, you guys. Wherever you're at, go ahead. Let's do one more. Squeeze those fists in nice and tight, and then open wide. So good. Again, feel free to kind of massage those hands out, maybe shake them out a little bit, whatever feels best in your body. All right, I'm going to get back to our starting position. We'll take a sip of water, a deep breath to reset. We'll keep moving forward. Make sure we hydrate, take a sip of water here. And we'll take a nice deep breath to reset here. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice job. All right, everything we're moving into now is going to focus on core and legs. So through all of this, make sure that your spine is as long as it can get. You want to actively engage the front of your body as well as the back of your body. And now you have a couple different options here. You can always bring your hands down to the side for a little more support, or lean your back against the back of the chair. So if you are taking your spine along the back of the chair, you still want to keep it nice and long. The chest is going to stay lifted, and you're going to continue to actively engage here in the core. All right, so let's go ahead, come on to your starting position. Spine is nice and long, and then we'll start by straightening one leg out in front of us, and then the other. Activating the quadriceps here, right? Squeezing the top of those thighs, and continuing to alternate. Good. Keep that breath moving wherever you're at. Nice job, you guys. Whoop, give me 1 second on the camera. Do a little reset here. Okay, there we go. Nice job. Good. Feel that low belly engaged. Spine is long and lifted. Of course, the breath is moving. All right, go ahead. One more each side. And come on back down. Nice job, you guys. All right, this next one, we are going to turn it up a little bit here. So really make sure that core is active and engaged. It's going to help support the whole body. Keep the weight out of the low back. We'll start by straightening one leg and then rotating at the hip. Good. If available, you can get your ankle involved here. And now again, keep in mind you have several options. If your leg starts to feel a little heavy, you can bend at the knee and then continue to rotate at the hip. It's going to just require a little less activation from the quadricep, but you're still getting some motion here. Make sure you give yourself a little bit of a break because we're going to rest this leg and then do it again, but in the opposite direction. So when you're ready, go ahead, straighten that leg out, and then rotate the other way. Nice job, you guys. Again, keep in mind you can always bring your spine back if you need a little support, but still try not to slouch even if your back is against the chair. You want to keep it long, engaged, and that chest lifted. Good. Come on back to center here. Give yourself a rest, because guess what? We're going to do the other side. We know it. So once more, bring that core engaged. Sit up nice and tall. We'll straighten the left leg here, and then start to rotate. And good. Again, feel free to get the ankle involved if that's available and feels okay in your body. And just keep rotating here at the hip. Nice job. Again, give that leg a little bit of a break here because we're going to repeat the same thing except in the opposite direction. Good. And again, keep in mind if that leg starts to feel a little heavy, you can always bend at the knee. And that's just going to give you an alternate for this action, right? A modification here. Nice job, you guys. Keep the breath moving. All right, and rest those legs down. Whew. So good, you guys. How's everyone doing out there? Thank you for sticking with us. Thanks for joining along, and we'll keep moving right along. All right, so we're going to give our bigger muscles a break here, and we're going to get into our feet and our calves. So I'm going to turn to the side here. And I want to show you, right, so we can still sit up nice and tall, have that spine actively engaged, core, tummy tight right here, your low core, and then pushing into your toes as you lift the heels, right? So these are heel raises, toes down, heels up, and continue moving the breath. Good. Nice job, you guys. Keep moving the breath here. So good. Now a couple options. You can either continue to do both at the same time. You can alternate if that feels okay. If you're focusing just on one side, you can continue to work on that. And then of course you also have the option of adding a little bit more resistance to this one, right? So if this feels a little too easy, then you can take your arms, locking out the joint here. You want to add a little engagement and some strength from the upper body. Feel your core activate and then push against those knees as you try to lift the heels. Good. So it's essentially body weight versus body weight. Good. Keep that breath moving. Nice job, you guys. Wherever you're at, let it feel good in your body. Getting that blood flowing, get the energy turning up a little bit. So good. All right, wherever you're at, go ahead, finish with those. And then we'll come on back to center. All right, so let's return to that starting position. Our spine is long, our core is engaged, and now we're going to activate our hip flexors by marching here. So lifting one leg up, then the next. Good. So we're just marching in place here. Core and spine are active the whole time. Feel your belly tighten. Feel your back muscles engage. Good. And then again, you have a couple options, right? If you need a little extra support, you can hold on to the seat beneath you. Your spine can rest on the chair. And then just keep moving those legs. Good. Nice job, you guys. So good here. Good. All right. One more each side. All right, so good. Come on back to center. Oh, how are we doing? You guys hanging in there? All right, we've got 2 left, I believe, for the core and legs. They are, I believe, probably the more challenging of the 2. So just make sure you continue to breathe. Monitor your breath, right? If at any point you get a little lightheaded or dizzy or anything, just slow it down, take a couple of breaths, and then start when you're ready. So I'm going to turn to the side to show you guys what it looks like. Woo! Knocking water bottles over. That's not the intention. All right. So we always want to start with that same tall core here. Abdomen engaged, spine long. Go ahead, lift the arms here, and then lift the legs. Good. You have a couple of options with this, right? So initially, you want to feel it in your belly here. If there's any pain in the low back, just come down a little bit, and then feel free to modify. Maybe you take one leg up only, or maybe you switch legs. Maybe you use your upper body as a little bit more support. Or perhaps you take your spine all the way back, right? It's still active, spine is still long, chest is lifted, and then lift the legs. Good. Wherever you're at, continue breathing. You also have the option, if you don't want to do long holds, to lift up slowly and lower slowly. Lift slowly, lower slowly. Good. So either keep lifting or hold it. You can even bend the knees if that feels a little bit better. Really just making sure to activate the low belly here and not the back. Good. Keep that breath moving. Take another inhale. And exhale. Come on down. Woo. Nice job, you guys. All right, last one here for the core and legs. We're going to come back to that starting position of a core hold. Spine is long, arms are lifted, elevate the legs, and then start to bicycle. Good. And again, same thing. All the activation should be in the front of the belly. You don't want any pain or pressure in the low back. If you need to come down and just do one leg, you can. If it feels better to do swimmer kicks, that's also an option. Of course, you can always take your spine fully back, give yourself a little bit more support here. Wherever you're at, feel that belly activate. Maybe start to feel the temperature rise, right? Your body temperature, maybe your heart rate's increasing. Just tune in, make sure you're feeling okay in your body. Keep that breath moving. Wherever you're at, go ahead, take another inhale. And exhale, come on down. Whew. Nice job, you guys. So good. We got through the big muscles, done with core and legs. So let's go ahead, take a nice breath to reset. Inhale here. Open mouth, exhale. Awesome job, you guys. I'm going to take a sip of water here. I'm going to rehydrate. Okay, so with all of the larger body muscles out of the way, we're now going to get into the smaller facial muscles. So we'll start with the eyes. The first one here, well, with all of them, the rule of thumb is to keep your eyes focused on the thumb. So the first one, we're going to keep our head nice and still. Our thumb and our eyes are going to move in big circles. So I'll show you how to do it. Follow along, and here we go. Thumbs out, eyes fixated on the thumb. And then start to make big circles here with the hand, eyes following the thumb. Good. Keep that breath moving. Slow and steady. Really try to get those eyes all the way to the corners of the socket, so we're keeping the head nice and still. Go ahead, take one more here. Good. Bring that thumb back to center, close the eyes, and relax the hand. Nice job, you guys. The next one we're going to do is exactly the same, except we're going to rotate or reverse the direction, I should say. So go ahead, bring that thumb straight back out again, eyes open, and now we're going to switch directions. Good. Keep that breath moving, slow and steady. Keeping the head perfectly still as you rotate the eyeballs in the socket. Nice job, you guys. We'll go ahead, take one more here, nice and big. Come on back to center, close the eyes, relax the hand. Nice job, you guys. All right, the next one that we're going to do, our thumb and our eyes are going to stay steady. We're going to rotate the head. So again, I'll guide you guys through this. So go ahead, bring your thumb straight back, open the eyes lock on the thumb, and we go right to left. Good, so notice my eyes aren't moving, they're staying fixed on the thumb, essentially moving my head around the eyeballs. Nice job, you guys. One more each side, look right, look left, Come on back. Relax that hand. Close the eyes. So, so good, you guys. All right, we've got one last one for the eye muscles here. It's going to be exactly like that last one, except we're going to take the head up and down. So go ahead, bring that thumb straight out. Open the eyes. I stand the thumb. And we're going to nod our head up and down here. Good. Keep the breath moving. Slow and steady. Good. Nice job, you guys. Really getting those corners all, or excuse me, getting those eyeballs all the way up to the top and to the bottom of the sockets. Let's go ahead. One more in each direction. Go up, go down, come back to center. Close the eyes, relax the thumb. So, so good, you guys. All right, while we're here, let's take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Awesome, awesome job, you guys. I'm gonna take a sip here, rehydrate real quick. And then I'm coming close. We're gonna finish it out with some mouth exercises. All right. How are you guys doing out there? Hopefully you're staying well. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Let's see, let's get right into it. So, and I think we're actually timing wise, we're still doing okay. So, wherever you're at, as long as it feels okay for you, you can start to kind of massage that jaw out, right? So no different than any other of the exercises or any of the other muscles. Our jaws can get a little tired, right? They can get a little fatigued if we overwork them. And we have to think, right? We use them for a lot of things. Chewing, talking, swallowing, facial expressions, all of those things, we use our jaw. So we want to make sure that we continue to take care of it. No different than our core muscles or legs or biceps, right? Good. All right, so the next one that we are, the first one I should say that we're going to do is we're just going to open our mouth as wide as it'll go here. So nice and wide, and then close. Good, so taking that jaw away from the top of the mouth here, and relaxing. Good. Nice job. Let's do about 10 of each of these, right? Good. Keep moving the jaw here. Really trying to stretch out that mouth. Feel the expansion in your muscles. Good. Last one here. And close. So, so good, you guys. Nice work. Okay, the next one is going to be smiling, right? So what we're trying to do here is take the corners of our mouth up and away from themselves, right? So pulling all those muscles back, showing me your pearly whites, and then relaxing. Good. Nice big smile. If you wish, you can always use one hand too to assist. Maybe either taking one side of the mouth away or the other, right? Wherever you need that assistance. Good. It's no different than if you were guiding your hand in a bicep curl or assisting your leg. Same thing, right? You're just using a little bit of the strength of the hand to help those muscles activate. Nice job, you guys. One more big one for me here. And relax. Whew, so, so good. And again, I forgot to mention at any point throughout these exercises, if your jaw gets a little tired or you can feel the muscles fatiguing, give it a rest. You can even shake out the jaw a little bit, massage the muscles, whatever feels good. All right, let's see. So we are going to continue with smiling, but we're going to alternate it with puckering, All right, so smiling is pulling all those muscles up and back. Puckering, we're gonna push everything forward, right? Kissing noise is optional. Smile and pucker. Good. Smile and pucker. Nice job, you guys. Pulling those muscles back, pushing them forward. So, so good. Last one here, big smile and a big pucker. Ah, so good. All right, the next one, I will describe it first and then I'll show you. So the goal here is to keep your lips nice and sealed. We're gonna blow our cheeks up with air, kind of like a puffer fish. And then once the air is in our mouths, we're gonna push the air from side to side, right? Switching the pressure around in our mouth while keeping those lips sealed. So it'll look something like this. Good, so you're essentially shifting the pressure. It's kind of like if you were squeezing a balloon and there wasn't a knot and the air would come out. The knot here is our mouth, right? So we're trying to keep those muscles nice and tight, sealing them in while feeling the stretch as the air pushes from side to side. Nice job, you guys. Let's go ahead and do one more set of that. Awesome work, so good. I'm gonna take a quick sip of water. Feel free to do the same. Okay, our next one here is going to be lip smack. So I always like to lick my lips here, get them a little bit wet, seal them nice and tight, and then smack them wide open. So let's give that a try. Good, so you're really trying to pull those lips away from one another after having them nice and sealed. So good. This is the one where we're all doing it collectively. We sound a little bit like popcorn. Let's go ahead and do a couple more. Last one. Nice job, you guys. So, so good. All right, we've got a couple left, 4 to be exact. The next 2 are going to be focusing on the tongue here. So go ahead, open your mouth nice and wide, and then with your mouth open, we're going to take the tongue from side to side, okay? Nice. So the goal here is to get to one corner of the mouth to the other, and you want to make sure that you're not going kind of all out of sorts, right? So if you speed it up and your tongue starts to go in different directions, slow it down. The goal here is to be controlled and kind of hit those targets. Nice job, you guys. All right, so the next one is going to be similar, except we're taking the tongue up and down. Now, these are just the goals. You don't have to hit your nose or your chin, but just take them up and down in that direction. Nice job, you guys. As you can tell, I'm kind of doing it to the beat of the song. Feel free to do the same, or just start dancing if you want. All right, so good. You guys are doing great. We are cruising along, and we only have 2 left. I'm gonna take one more sip of water here. This next one's always a toughie. Okay. So this next one, we're going to gently bite the tongue. So you want to take the tongue and kind of clamp it right in between the teeth. And then while you've got your teeth clamped here, you're going to swallow. So it'll look like this. So this one can be quite challenging. Feel free to take a break or take a sip of water, whatever feels best for you, and then try and give it a go again. So the goal is to hold that tongue in your teeth while you're swallowing, right? So it's not first the teeth, then the swallow, it's at the same time. So it can be a little challenging. You feel all your other throat muscles turn on here. Nice job, you guys. Let's do one more of those. Gently bite that tongue. And swallow. So good. All right, you guys, we made it to our last one. So far, no technical issues either as we've gone through. Let's go ahead and we'll finish off strong. So this next one, we're gonna frown and then swallow. Good, so we're alternating between those. So frown and swallow. Good, keep it going. If you need a sip of water, that's okay. Your mouth can definitely get dry with this one. We'll do a couple more here. That was a little tough one. Let's do one last one here. Nice job, you guys. So good. Thanks for being patient on the front end of this video while we got up and running. But as always, we appreciate being able to connect with you, share these exercises with you, and continue to practice with you guys. So we hope you have a wonderful day. We plan to be back tomorrow morning mindfulness at 10 o'clock. Hopefully no technical glitches. It looks like we're up and running for now. So we'll have that class at 10 a.m. And then once again, 1:30 for rehabilitative strengthening, focusing on strength and endurance. We hope to see you guys at one of those, but either way, have a wonderful, wonderful day. We'll see you next time and take care. Thanks.